I kept calm, but inside, something dark and patient began to grow. One Saturday night, I woke up to loud splashes from my backyard. I looked out my window and saw them, all three spoiled brats plus half their friends having a midnight pool party. In my pool, music blasting, beer bottles floating, Chase doing backflips like he was at a hotel in Miami. I marched outside and yelled, "Get out of my pool!"
You're so dramatic, it's just water.
When I threatened to call the police, Tyler climbed out dripping water and smirked. "Call them, see who they arrest." My name is Marcus Reed, and I moved to Maple Ridge because of my job as a civil engineer. The neighborhood looked peaceful at first. Quiet streets, trimmed lawns, smiling neighbors. The kind of place where you breathe out and think, finally, a fresh start. That illusion lasted exactly 4 days. The mayor's kids, Chase, Brianna, and Tyler, were the kind of spoiled teenagers who could commit a crime in broad daylight and still be called kids being kids. Everyone knew they caused trouble. No one dared confront them. The first week, they threw stones at my fence for fun. The second week, they uprooted my flowers. By the third week, they graduated to vandalizing my car with neon paint. And when I called the police, the officer looked at the damage, sighed. "Yeah, the mayor's kids do get a little wild. Let's just call this a misunderstanding." A misunderstanding. Like I hadn't watched Chase laugh while writing "loser" across my windshield. I kept calm, but inside, something dark and patient began to grow. One Saturday night, I woke up to loud splashes from my backyard. I looked out my window and saw them, all three spoiled brats plus half their friends having a midnight pool party. In my pool, music blasting, beer bottles floating, Chase doing backflips like he was at a hotel in Miami. I marched outside and yelled, "Get out of my pool!"
You're so dramatic, it's just water.
When I threatened to call the police, Tyler climbed out dripping water and smirked. "Call them, see who they arrest." I didn't sleep that night. I sat on my bed, staring at the moon, feeling something snap quietly inside me. That was the night I decided to get revenge. Not angry revenge, not violent revenge. No, strategic, intelligent, patient revenge. The kind that teaches lessons no parent or police officer ever bothered to teach. The harassment didn't stop there. In fact, it got worse and pettier. One morning, I walked out to my car and grabbed the door handle. Squish. My fingers sank into something warm, sticky, and disgusting. Oh, come on. Gum? Seriously? I looked closer. Chewing gum was smeared all over the handle. When I finally got into the car, I grabbed the steering wheel and felt it again. Thick, stretchy gum stuck between my fingers like spider webs. Across the street, the mayor's kids giggled and then, "Nice grip, Marcus."
Try not to get stuck to the seat, too.
They laughed like it was the funniest thing in the world. But nothing compared to what happened the following weekend. I was watering my lawn when a faint buzzing sound came from above. I looked up. A drone hovered over my head. Before I could react, splash! A water balloon exploded on my shoulder, soaking me instantly.
Bombs away!
Another balloon dropped, hitting me square in the back. I slipped and almost fell, drenched from head to toe. They cheered like they were at a sports game. Direct hit! 10 points! I wiped my face, furious, while they clapped like I was a clown performing for them. But the worst, the absolute worst, was the day they stole my car. I stepped outside, keys in hand, ready to go to work. My car wasn't there. Panic shot through me. No, don't tell me. Then I heard loud music coming from down the street. My car turned the corner at full speed, swerving like a drunk roller coaster. Chase was driving, Tyler in the passenger seat, Brianna standing through the sunroof like she was in a music video. They screeched to a stop right in front of me. Brianna tossed my air freshener at me.
Your car smells like sadness.
Relax, we just took it for a spin. Handles like garbage, though. They got out, high-fiving each other. Thanks for the ride, Marcus. Maybe next time wash it first. I stood there shaking, not from fear, but from the kind of anger that builds pressure like a volcano. And that was the day I realized something. They didn't think they could be stopped. They didn't think consequences applied to them. They didn't think I would ever fight back. They were wrong. The next weekend, they tried to break into my pool again. But this time, the moment they touched the gate, a deafening alarm exploded through the air, one I connected to my phone. They screamed and ran like rats. I stepped outside in my robe, sipping hot chocolate. "Weird," I said calmly. "My property is protected now. Even your daddy can't turn off a private alarm." Their shocked faces were worth every minute of installation. But that was only the appetizer. But the worst moment of all came one afternoon. I was fixing a loose gutter when I heard a child crying. I looked over and saw little Eli from next door. Sweet boy, gentle, special needs, standing helplessly while the three spoiled brats dangled his toy car above a puddle. "Please, it's my favorite." "Then come get it." Chase pushed him. Eli fell into the mud, scraping his knee. Brianna filmed the whole thing, giggling. Something in me snapped. I rushed over, shouting, "Enough! Give it back and apologize!" Chase rolled his eyes. "Relax, old man. He falls all the time." I reported them to the police, but the officer who showed up shrugged like always. "Boys will be boys. The mayor's kids get a little wild, that's all." A little wild. They humiliated a child and vandalized half the street. I realized I would never get justice through the system, so I decided to handle it myself. Quietly, carefully, strategically. Because spoiled kids who grow up without consequences, they need to learn consequences. I knew they loved breaking into my pool, so I decided to give them a welcoming surprise the next time. I mixed a harmless blue dye into the water, along with a natural itching powder that activates when mixed with chlorine. Sure enough, a few days later, around midnight, splash, splash, laughter. I didn't stop them, I just watched. Within minutes, they were shrieking. "Why is my skin itching? What is this?"
Oh my God, I'm blue! I'm blue!
"My back, it hurts, it's burning." They scrambled out of the pool like wet cats. And the next morning, they had to go to school like that. Blue, itching, miserable. Students filmed them in the hallways.
Yo, Smurf Squad!
"Scratch harder, Brianna."
Are you allergic to consequences now?
The videos went viral locally. Their embarrassment was delicious. But spoiled kids don't learn fast. They retaliated. Every night, they would throw trash at my lawn or set off fireworks near my driveway. They threw eggs at my house at 2 a.m. They put dog poop in my mailbox. They scratched the side of my car. They even loosened the screws on my porch steps, nearly making me fall. So I installed a high-resolution camera and connected it to a streetlight. Every time they came close, the light turned on with full brightness, blasting them like a stage spotlight. Then a pre-recorded voice blared. "Criminal activity detected. You are being filmed." They screamed and ran, every single time. I slept like a baby. The mayor held a town meeting one Friday. The perfect moment. As he bragged about responsible youth, I raised my hand and politely said, "I'd like to show a short video compilation." The room dimmed. The projector came on, and everyone watched a cinematic montage of the pool invasion, the vandalism, the bullying of Eli, the blue pool aftermath, the spotlight freakouts. People gasped. Parents whispered. The mayor's face turned the color of rotten tomatoes. This is taken out of context." "Really? Let's watch the full recordings then." By the time the lights came back on, no one said a word, except me. Your kids aren't misunderstood. They're menaces. The room broke into murmurs. The mayor tried to defend them, but for once, the town wasn't buying it. Justice had started to crack through their shield, but fate wasn't done. The spoiled kids came one final time, angry, embarrassed, ready to destroy my cameras. They crept into my yard, but they didn't know I'd upgraded the sensors. The moment they stepped foot on the grass, bright white floodlights blasted on. They froze like startled deer. And my system automatically called the police, this time routing directly to a different officer. When the squad car arrived, Chase panicked. "Dad will fix this. He always..." "Not tonight, he won't." He watched the footage on my phone. His face hardened. "They're under arrest, all three." "You can't arrest my children." "Your children have been terrorizing half this neighborhood, and everyone has seen the proof." For once, the three spoiled brats looked small, scared, human. They were charged, sentenced to community service, forced to clean the streets, forced to apologize publicly to Eli. Their private school kicks them out to protect their reputation. In the next school, they attended the spoiled kids are surrounded by students who don't care about their daddy's power. No special treatment, no protection, no popularity. They have to survive like normal kids, and it's miserable. Humiliated by the community and press, the mayor decides to fix his children, harshly. He takes their phones, shuts down their internet, and grounds them for months. They become prisoners in their own home.
This is all because of you.
No, this is because of you. I watered my lawn every morning, peaceful and unbothered, while the three of them picked up trash down the block, wearing neon vests their father had assigned them to wear as they cleaned the streets every weekend. Sometimes I waved. Sometimes they looked away. Sometimes they scratched their arms, remembering the itching. Because they finally understood. Some neighbors don't argue. Some neighbors don't shout. Some neighbors get revenge, and they get it smart.